Let me demonstrate this with a simple example. We already know that the prefix kilo means a factor of 1000 or 10 raised to the power of 3. By that logic, 2 kilometers means 2000 meters. Similarly, milli means a factor of 1000, which is 1 upon 1000 or 10 raised to the power of minus 3. Hence, 8 milligrams should mean 8 upon 1000, which is equal to 0.008 of a gram. It's clear now that prefixes are added to an SI unit to express either very large or very small quantities. However, we can't use double prefixes. For example, no prefix can be added before kilogram, as kilo itself is a prefix. These prefixes can be used with both base and derived units. Let's take an example. 200,000 meter per second is too long to write. With the help of the prefixes that we just discussed, we can change this into 200 into 10 raised to the power of 3 meters per second. And what prefix is 10 raised to the power of 3? Yes, we have already learned. It is kilo. So we make it easier by adding the prefix kilo, 200 kilometers per second. Another example is divide 20,000 grams by 1000 to express it into kilogram. Since kilo represents 10 raised to the power of 3 or 1000, thus 20,000 grams upon 1000 is equal to 20 kilograms or 20 multiplied by 10 raised to the power of 3 grams. Let's look at another example. 0.000000081 meter. We can change it to 0.0081 exponential minus 6 or 10 raised to the power of minus 6 meter. We can convert it by adding a prefix with it and make it 8.1 meter. Let us consider a few more examples. Consider the number 200,000 meters per second. We can rewrite this number in standard notation as 200 multiplied by 10 raised to the power of 3, or we can further replace the 10 raised to the power of 3 with what? Yes, kilo. We now write it as 200 kilometers per second. In another example, the number 480000 watts can be written in 2 or 3 standard notations. Starting with the smallest, we can write this as 4800 multiplied with 10 raised to the power of 3 watts. I'm sure by now everyone knows what 10 raised to the power of 3 represents. We thus write it as 4800 kilowatt. Recalling our knowledge of prefixes, this number can be written as 4.8 multiplied by 10 raised to the power of 6 watt, or yes, you guessed it, megawatt. We can thus write it as 4.8 megawatt. In this example, we can recall prefixes higher than mega. The number 3300000000 Hz can be written as 3300 multiplied by 10 raised to the power of 6 Hz. In the previous example, we used a similar exponent. Yes, it's mega. We can write this number as 3300 megahertz. Another way to write this number is as 3.3 megahertz multiplied by 10 raised to the power of 3. The combined exponential power becomes 9, which is the prefix giga. So, this number can also be written as 3.3 gigahertz. As you have probably guessed by now, the best way to understand a concept is through examples. Hence, the table on this side shows more multiples as examples of prefixes. 1 kilometer can be written as 10 raised to the power of 3 meter. Similarly, 1 centimeter can be written as 10 raised to the power of minus 2 meter, and so on.